In 2013, Lagerfeld said "love" in his Burmese cat, which the year before he gave to the French male model Baptiste Giabiconi. The publication quoted the designer, who said that if it were possible, he would have taken with Cupet marriage. Last year, in an interview with French publication Numero on the question of whether he'll include your pet in the list of heirs, Lagerfeld replied, "Yes, among others. Don't worry, enough for all." Newsbay writes that its own state cat, Cupet, earned for the photography, is about £2 million. Lagerfeld joked that his cat, rich girl, and said it has enough money in case he dies first, and the man who will take care of his favorite, don't have to live in poverty. The president of Ukraine, Petro Poroshenko, uses the Orthodox Church in his election campaign to increase chances of winning, writes the Financial Newsbay. The role of the Ukrainian president to establish the independence of Moscow, the Ukrainian Orthodox Church, was a key element of his campaign, the newspaper notes. Poroshenko expects that the fun of this religious emancipation Ukrainians will outweigh their feeling of fatigue from corruption, to armed conflict with Russia and the Donbas, and low standards of living, adds Financial Newsbay. The results of the latest polls by the Kiev International Institute of Sociology show that his strategy is bearing fruit. Presidential rating: Poroshenko rose to the level of 18% after almost all of last year he was kept at one-digit level. And although the leader of the party, Fatherland, Yulia Tymoshenko, he managed to crawl to the first position out entertainer and actor, a comedian Vladimir Zelensky, the newspaper writes. The fact that the re-election for a second term will not be for light is not new for the Ukrainian president, the newspaper said. During the last presidential campaign he promised to end armed conflict in eastern Ukraine. He continued for the sixth year in a row. In response, Petro Poroshenko recalls the commitment to the European integration course of the country, said that could provide an insignificant economic growth in the context of the conflict with Russia, and trying to convince voters that he is a reliable candidate for the government, the paper concludes. The newly created Center for Scientific Establishment of Life Forms to seek an answer to the question, "We are in the universe?" and as ratified by the National Aeronautics and Space Research, will soon give him an accurate answer, the newspaper writes. The Daily Mail quotes the head of the newly formed team of Hagler-Torrey, who says that now NASA has all technical possibilities and resources in order to get the answer to this question, and it will be backed by scientific evidence. In order to have more chances of success, we need to develop tools and strategies that will allow you to establish life form in the unique conditions of other worlds, which differ not only from those that are on Earth, but also among themselves, quotes the edition of The Scientist. The founder of Tesla, Elon Musk, said that, convinced that its autonomous cars can be used before the end of this year, reports Business Insider. I think that we will have a complete package that will allow finding driving on autopilot this year. That is, the machine will be able to find a parking place, you will know where to pick up and deliver to your destination without any intervention, quotes the edition of Mr. Musk.